More please. When I first heard that LEGO was releasing a set of the Concord, I was excited but cautiously optimistic. Way too many sets over the last few years have sounded exciting, only to be disappointing in one way or the other, and usually way too expensive. But sets like this are why I love LEGO. So, set number 10318, Concord, will release on September 7th for $200 and contains 2,083 pieces. And honestly, it's been a while since I've seen a new release and went, yeah, that makes total sense. $200 for what we get here is extremely reasonable, especially when you consider just how big of a set this actually is. It is 3.5 feet long and almost 1.5 feet wide, and it just looks fantastic. Funnily enough, despite loving space and everything, I've never really been a fan of the Concord. I didn't hate it, I just never really cared one way or the other. So if you are a fan of the Concord and you notice anything on this that might be weird, please forgive me, as I'm just looking at this from the perspective of a LEGO fan. And as a LEGO fan, I think that the price is incredibly reasonable. I love the size that we're getting here, and the build, while it will definitely be repetitive, I think should still be interesting enough to not get boring. These giant wings may prove to be a little tedious seeing as they are mirrored, but that's not actually where my concern lies. See, I do not enjoy the Technic side of things. I've given it a try and I've always just found it to be more tedious than enjoyable. So I am a little concerned with all of the Technic that goes across the entirety of the inside of this build. And this isn't just structural Technic. There is a reason for this, as the landing gear can be raised and lowered, and the front of the Concord, just like in real life, can droop down as well, which is a very cool function to have. Personally, I wouldn't really care if it didn't have that. This is clearly meant to be a display anyway. I mean, it even comes with a nice plaque. But by no means am I complaining that it does exist, as I think it's a really cool feature to have. And I know it is a personal complaint to have all that Technic, so I'm just gonna suck it up and deal with it, because overall I think this is fantastic, and anyone who loves planes or just really good LEGO sets should definitely consider checking this one out. With that said, thanks for watching. Please like this video if you liked what you saw, and consider subscribing to keep this channel going. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.